Alright, we're going to look at another method for solving systems, and that's substitution method. Alright, so here we're going to solve this linear system. We've got two equations, one's in green, one's in brown. We got y equals 2x minus 3, and we got x plus 3y equals 5. If you look just above them, I put a triangle to represent y and a square to represent x, and they kind of look like some of the ones that we did in class today. It's the same idea. So if I notice in the green equation here, but we're going to do it algebraically. In the green equation, y equals all of that. So I look at the second equation, and there's y. So I'm just going to take out that y and put that in place of it and replace it. So substitute the value in. So instead of writing y, I'm going to put what y is equivalent to, and that's equivalent to 2x minus 3. And the reason we do that is now instead of worrying about two unknown variables, x and y, now in the orange equation we just have to worry about the x, one variable instead of two. So I'm going to distribute here because we've got parentheses. 3 times 2x is 6x. 3 times negative 3 is negative 9. Combine like terms gives us 7x minus 9 equals 5. We want to solve this two-step equation, so we're going to add 9 to both sides. So 7x equals 14. Divide both sides by 7, and we're finding out that the value of x is 2. Alright, so we're going to substitute, now with the x, we can substitute that into either equation to find the value of y. So I'm going to take the equation that we have in green, I'm just going to rewrite it right below it. Y equals 2x minus 3. If we know x is 2, I'm going to take that value and plug it in for x. So we're going to replace it, substitute it. So y then equals 2 times 2 minus 3. So y is equal to 4 minus 3, and y equals 1. Now when we write our response here, or solution, we typically write our answer as an ordered pair. And the x always comes first, y always comes second, so we would write our answer like this. Alright, here we have another second example here. I'm solving a linear system, and you can see I got an equation here in green, x minus 2y equals negative 6, and right above that again have a little drawing there to kind of represent that like we did in class. And then on the right we got the equation in brown, 4x plus 6y equals 4. So what I'm going to do here, let's look at both equations. I notice the green one's got 1x, got a negative 2y, and then I notice the brown one's got a 4x and a 6y. Well, as I look at this, I see that the x is 1. So I'm going to rework this first equation so that x is by itself. And to do that, I'm going to add 2y here, which you do to one side, you got to do to the other. So now when I do that, I got x by itself, and it equals 2y minus 6. So now that we got this, x equals all of this. And over in the second equation, there's x. So I'm going to take all of this and plug it in there for x. So take out that x and substitute in 2y minus 6 in place of it. So when you do that, it becomes this. Everything else stays the same. And I'm going to simplify this. Got to get rid of the parentheses, so distribute that. 4 times 2y is 8y. 4 times negative 6 is negative 24. Everything else staying the same, just bringing that down. Let me clean that up a little bit there. Okay, equals 4. Combining like terms, I see there's 8y and 6y, which gives us 14y minus 24 equals 4. Again, we want to get y by itself, so I'm going to start solving this equation by adding 24 on both sides. So 14x equals 28. We need to get, if y, get y by itself, divide by 14 on both sides. And 28 divided by 14 is 2. So now that we've got x equals 2, I'm going to take that and plug it into this equation for y. So when we rewrite this, we have x equals 2, plug in 2 for y, minus 6. So we have 4 minus 6, which gives us negative 2. And when we write the solution, remember we write it as an ordered pair at the x value first, y value second, so this is going to be negative 2, 2 is the solution. Okay, here's one for you to try, so you should pause the video, get your own answer here, then you can resume this video to see if you've got the correct answer and check it. Alright, hopefully you paused the video and got your solution, and here's hopefully what you came up with for a solution. Alright, so this first one here, I got y equals all of 2x minus 1. I'm going to take that and plug it in there and substitute that in for the y since they're equivalent. When we rewrite the equation, we get 2x, but instead of y, I'm going to replace it with 2x minus 1 equal to 3. Going to combine like terms. 2x and 2x is 4x. Going to add 1 to both sides. And once we divide by 4 here, we find out that x equals 1. Going to take that answer and going back again to the one equation here in green, y equals 2x minus 1, going to take this answer for x and plug it in there. So we're going to take out the x, replace it, and substitute it with 1, and when we do that we get 2 times 1 minus 1, which is 2 minus 1, which gives us 1, and when we write our solution we are writing it with the x value first, y value second, so we've got the solution 1, 1.